Yo, what's going on YouTube? And welcome back to Goal Line Hockey. It's your boy Kevin Forte. We are taking a look today at the Colorado Avalanche, who the other night clinched their playoff ticket to the 2021 Stanley Cup Playoffs. We'll be taking a look at that in this video. If you guys like what we're doing here at Goal Line Hockey and want to see the latest news around the NHL, you guys know what to do. Make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and an even bigger subscribe down below. And let's take a look at the Colorado Avalanche. So, the second team in the NHL to clinch a playoff spot here in the Honda West Division is the Colorado Avalanche. As the Avalanche are really starting to get things going. They had a little bit of a scare there, and they are without some of their guys like Mikko Rantanen. But the Colorado Avalanche last night defeating the St. Louis Blues officially locked up a playoff spot. A big game against the St. Louis Blues, who are in the fight for a playoff spot in that West Division. Now, these are the first two teams in the NHL to lock up a playoff spot. It's a little bit more difficult and dicey elsewhere in the league, but the Honda West is starting to solidify itself. Bad news for San Jose. It looks like the Anaheim Ducks, the LA Kings, and now the San Jose Sharks are really on the fringe of missing the postseason, with Colorado and Vegas locking up a playoff spot. So, big day, really, for the Vegas Golden Knights and the Avalanche. These two teams will be bitter rivals. I'm really looking forward to that second round matchup between these two teams. That is likely how it is going to go. We're going to see Colorado likely play Minnesota, and we'll see Vegas play either Arizona or St. Louis in the postseason. I think San Jose, they kind of look like they're shot out at this point. So we'll see what happens. I think this is a really, really interesting matchup. Colorado, Minnesota, two Central teams going out to the Honda West Division this year. We'll see how they play. The Minnesota Wild, I expected them to make the postseason. I did call it in the preseason. Everyone said I was crazy. Minnesota, how could they make the playoffs? They are going to make the playoffs, guys. And I really like that. So I'm excited for that video. But Colorado, huge season for the Avs. 31-9-4 in their first 44 games this season. Yes, they did clinch quicker in terms of games played than the Vegas Golden Knights. But like I said, huge opportunity here for the Colorado Avalanche. And they're going to be a tough out in the postseason this year. Let me look at this. There was a comment on Instagram. Yeah, somebody said 21-1-3. Okay? In their last 25 games, sorry other teams, better luck next year. Talk about a little bit of confidence. Somebody else said, what a bounce back from being one of the worst teams in history. Bless Joe Sakic. Guys, remember back in 2013, the year after they selected Nathan MacKinnon with the first overall pick, they made the postseason that next year. And after making the playoffs that year, the year after that, they were one of the worst teams in NHL history. Now, the Colorado Avalanche are one of the best teams in the NHL. 21-1-3. So in the last 25 games, they have picked up a point in 24 of 25 games. The Avalanche are a fucking machine, and this is a really hard out in the postseason this year. I'm really looking forward to the Avs this year. I'm going to be cheering them on, and I'm really looking forward to see what they could do. Maybe give Devon Toews a Stanley Cup. If it's against the Islanders, though, screw you, Devon Toews. But, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. This is a huge moment for Avs fans. Like I said, after everything that they had been through in the early 2010s, this is a huge sigh of relief for the Avs. They are a legit Stanley Cup contender. You look at that roster, you have the top line of Nathan MacKinnon, Gabriel Landeskog, and Mikko Rantanen. Not to mention some of the depth they have on this team. Guys like Tyson Jost starting to develop really into big-time players in the lower levels of their team. Not to mention they have a sick blue line. Sammy Girard. You go down the list. You've got even still guys like Eric Johnson, right? Kel McCarr, Devon Toews. Some of the guys that we didn't really expect to hear from. Jacob McDonald, Ryan Graves. These guys have all been absolute killers this season for the Colorado Avalanche. And not to mention, Philip Grubauer in between the pipes. Again, I called that one when he was in Washington with the Hershey Bears. I saw him play. I knew he had the potential to be a great starting goaltender, and I was right once again. Just saying. So, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you guys like what we're doing here at Goal Line Hockey, want to see the latest news around the NHL and more videos like this, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and an even bigger subscribe down below. Guys, again, as always, I appreciate the support as always. Thank you so much for watching this video, and let's go Avs.